Hi everybody, it's Kate from Katie Did. I am just outside at a gravel road today. I'm going to be exploring to see if I can find some agates on the big chunky gravel on the edge of the road. Come along. So many beautiful rocks. Look at that, a little broken waterline agate. So pretty. So ready for the tumbler. Well, the gravel road was locked up in a little ways and I didn't want to have to call the people to make sure that it was okay to go on that place. So I came back here to where I know there are public lands, and I just discovered that there's all this stuff. They must be putting in some kind of pipe or something. There's all this stuff that is dug up, and what do you suppose is in some of that stuff that's dug up? Rocks. So we're gonna go see what we can find. It's spring, at least what passes for spring here in eastern Montana. We had snow this morning, so not so springy. But what that means is that things are starting to green up a little bit and the ticks are out. So I have my sweatpants on that are tight at the bottom. I've got boots, I've got long sleeves, and I will be sure to check myself before going back home. I ended up with a number of ticks the other day that were carried in on my clothing that we had to eliminate later on. But, you know, bottom line, if you're going to be outside in the spring in eastern Montana, ticks are something you're going to have to deal with. Just be careful. Don't let them bite you, and you'll be fine. The hills here are covered with rocks. I haven't found any good ones yet, but there's certainly a lot to look at. This little guy was just glistening in the sunshine. How's this for a little chunk of quartzite? This is the side that was up, and I decided I'd turn it over just to kind of see what it looked like. And look at all those pretty things. This is super interesting. It's almost like a beach, a gravel beach on a slant. Speaking of interesting, look at that. Sparkly with those quartz veins in it. So pretty. I'm a little obsessed with green rocks, and this one is lying here buried. I'm just gonna try to see if I can see how big it is. I'm probably gonna need to put this down and use both hands, but I'll bring you back when I get it out. It's not huge, but look at how beautiful it is. Wow. I'm kind of the opposite of an expert when it comes to hunting these hills, but it seems to me that looking in the draws and gullies and where the water runs down is the most sensible thing to do, because it has constant erosion, and that just kind of a cool piece of eroded granite. It just improves your chance of finding something before somebody else does, as long as you get here first. That's my thought. We'll see if it works. Well, proof that there are agates here anyway. It's not very big, but it's here. Somebody told me the rule was if it's purple and blue, you have to take it home. I kind of agree. Not an agate, just a quartz vein. but I think it's cool. It's a little bit like a smiling monster with lots of teeth. Our very first little piece of petrified wood. Aw, look at that, how it's broken off and stuff. That's cute. That's a good size for the tumbler. Wow, speaking of veins, how cool is that? Sort of a weird shape on the other side. Here's another piece of petrified wood. This one's a little bigger. Oh, neat. It's almost a board. I know petrified wood is just not that unusual around here, and it's sort of, some people are just over it, but not me. I suspect some might call this a sugar agate. It's a crystallized quartzite, crystallized quartzite, and it really does look just like sugar. That's cool. I just realized that I hadn't shown you any of the landscape lately. So I'm climbing up and down these hills, which are covered with rocks. And in the distance over there, you can see the river. And all these beautiful hills and the sky. This is awfully pretty. I'm finding an awful lot of these rounded ones that are broken, and I kind of assume that that means there's other rock hunters out here who are breaking rocks instead of just looking at them. Looking at this one, kind of surprised that anybody would think that they need to break it open. You can tell just looking at it that it's not an agate. But it is pretty, so I'm going to take it along anyway. I just wanted to show you this because it is so, so white. See that on the ground? Isn't that amazing? Pretty. One thing I've learned in the hills is that you need to look for this. This color, this white cover, is a cover of common opal from what I've been able to figure out. And it is, anytime this agate has been exposed to air and the elements for long periods of time, this forms on it. It looks like maybe somebody tried to take a whack at that and decided it wasn't worth it, but I think they're wrong. Wow, this is something I haven't seen before. It looks like it's probably sedimentary, but it has all these swoops and swirls. And look at this, it's pink. Pink and red and white. On the top, it has some more swirls. Hey, that is a super cool rock. Oh, here comes the sun. That's nice of it. Check out this pink layer. Isn't that amazing? That one's definitely coming home with me. Here's a really pretty little piece of jasper that has some kind of quartz or calcite or something center. That's neat. You can even see there's a little bit of banding. Trying to be. Well, I think I just found a big chunk of agatized wood. In the mud. Ooh! Look how pretty. It's a shame to take the lichen off of it. Alright, squirt bottle. It listened to me. I should have you introduce you to my dog. That's very pretty. Look, it has some agate material on this side. Orange and red. We must be getting over to an area where people don't go quite as often, because that is for sure an agate. It's a pretty nice one, even though it's very muddy. Here is one that if I were on the beach I probably wouldn't take it, but it has agate markings on one side, jasper markings on another, and then you can see here it looks like there's a vein of agate that goes through it. So since I'm not at the beach and I'm not heavily loaded down yet, I guess I'm going to take it. How cool is this? This rock is literally rusty. It's rusting just like a piece of iron might. There's like little divots and skins, and must be very, very rich in iron. Not all the hills are covered with rocks. Some of them are covered with dandelions. Kava always knows where to find water. She's glad because she's been running up and down the hill. Next time, I guess we'll try to go and look in some of these rock piles. The rocks here are awfully dirty, so they'd probably be pretty hard to spot. Well, that ended up being a great day. I hope you enjoyed yourself too. Subscribe if you haven't. Click like, comment, share, and keep on doing.